spreading out so far and wide.
As they work their way off turn 4, green flag in the air. First feature of the night is underway. Andy Fisk grabs the lead from the outside of row 1, and he'll lead the charge through turn 2 here on the takeoff lap. Peckham now drawing in on the Fisk number 33 as he has moved past Fisher and into the number 2 spot here with 5 down. Peckham crosses over now, goes downstairs in turn number 1. Here comes Welch working on Fisher for third. Peckham up alongside Fisk for a moment off turn number 2. But as they head down the backstretch, Fisk able to hold him at bay. We'll have 2 to go when they come by this time. And Andy Fisk is a 2-time winner in the Parts Plus stock cars over Peckham, Fisher, Whipple, and Welch, rounding out the top 5. 6th spot goes to Marsden, 7th to Cooper, followed by Rasbeck, Burnell, and Pat Hobbs. Well, 2 wins on the season in 2 different race cars.
Yeah, this one ran pretty good.
And Nate kept trying you on the inside. You stuck to your guns, though. You didn't drop down to try to block him. You just stayed on the outside, and he wasn't able to get you off the corners.
No, I only seen him once there, and I've done that before, is try to block on the bottom. You just stay where you're the fastest, and hopefully they don't have enough to get you on the bottom.
And the green flag waves. Nap Auto Parts Sportsman off and running into turns 1 and 2. Side by side race for the lead between Hilkert and Bristol. Hilkert up the racetrack a little bit, 3 wide, almost 4 wide back there for about the 4th and 5th spot. Lost a bunch of spots. Oh, a little contact there in turn number 2 between Lincoln and Ridley. And Randy McCulloch has to do a serious brake check. He gets passed by about 4 cars as they run down into turns 3 and 4. Side by side racing for the lead and for third place off turn 4. Bussey trying to do it the hard way off the outside lane as he drag races Hilkert going into turn number 1. And here comes Justin Wright with the 11J. In the runner-up spot now, Justin pulls it up to the outside lane through turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Lauren Lincoln having a little contact with Adam Hilton's 3A. Tommy Key shoots to the inside there, 3 wide while that race for the lead is going on. 3 wide in mid-pack, side by side for the lead. Give it to Wright off the outside lane of turn 2 as Ridley and Wright are having a throwdown at the front of the field. Wright on the outside, Ridley on the bottom as they come off 4. Ridley makes it work on the inside lane. He'll lead across the stripe with 9 to go. But it's win number 2 on the season for Kevin Ridley. Second spot goes to Wright. Wiesner finishes 3rd, Gray 4th. Rounding out the top 5 is Hilton. Keys is 6th, Bussey 7th, 8th goes to Paul Guerreri, Eric Shiger 9th, and Daryl Hilkert completes your top 10 finishers. Nap Auto Parts, sponsor of our Sportsman Division here at Canandaigua Motorsports Park in 2011. And unless I miss my guess, you're the first repeat winner in this class this year.
I think you're correct, which is pretty good for us. You know, this is a stout field here. There's a lot of fast cars. There's, 10, 15 cars here that can go anywhere and win races, and it's tough to beat them on a regular basis,
It looked like that one little slip that Justin made allowed you to get up front, and then once you got up front, stayed on the bottom, it looked like the car was glued.
Yeah, it was pretty stuck on the bottom. I was running through the infield in 1 and 2, just there's a lot of mud down there. Gave me a little extra bite because I didn't think I was going to be able to get by him if I had to run actually on the track. So we kind of used the infield to our advantage on that one. On the restart, he kind of ran the middle, so it's a little too slippery in the middle to be running there.
And here they come off turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Dirt modifieds are underway. Doc holds him off. Harris comes down to throw the block on Robbie Bellinger. Tries to get a wheel underneath. Bellinger almost gets underneath for Harris. And here comes Superman. Matt Shepard shot out of a cannon. Going around Dr. J. Now comes to the outside. Harris works his way down on the inside. Squeezes through in turn number 4. Harris will take over the top spot now with 7 complete. Battle for second continues here between Bellinger and Bellinger. Dive bombs. Charlie Dog gives him a little hip check coming through off turn number 4. Dog falls back a couple of spots. Shepard charges ahead to 3rd. Oh, and by the way, we've got a battle for the lead in turns 3 and 4 as Bellinger has caught Justin Harris. It gets to the inside of Harris off turn 4. We've got a race for the lead into turn number 1, and the young gun, Robbie Bellinger, takes over the top spot for the first time tonight. And we've had a change in the race lead while we were watching the developments here on the front stretch as Justin Hares has gone back up front. Hares continues to work the traffic through turns 1 and 2. Bellatronachet falls back to 4th. Shepard up to 2nd. Danny Johnson now moves into 3rd. Shepard and Danny Johnson throwing down for 2nd, but as they come down off turns 3 and 4, it'll be the first win of the year for Justin Hares and Danny Johnson on the last corner. Gets Shepard for 2nd. Dog finishes 4th. Pozziatlo grabs 5th.
Justin's crew coming down here, worked up a sweat, but man, it's got to be worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. I was so happy. I see Matt in 2nd, and I'm like, man, if he beats me, I'm going to be so mad. So I don't know about you guys, but good to see somebody else down here in victory lane besides Shepard.
And green flag in the air. First Mid-State Vintage feature event underway for our limited sportsman portion. And it's the Catch 85 that will grab the advantage going into turn number 1 as they shoot back down into turns 1 and 2. 3 of 10 complete. First and second, pulled away a little bit up, and Catch gets out wide in turn 2, gets it a little sideways, and there goes Ali Amel in the 2X as Ali Amel takes over the top spot with that white coach body machine coming off turn 4. And race for 3rd, Byerly going to the outside here. Catch trying to make a move, but Ali Amel will come under the double checkers, winner of our limited sportsman division for the Mid-State Vintage Cars. Catch finishes 2nd. Here's that race for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Up, Holmes out of shape on the last quarter. Byerly gets to the inside of him and grabs 3rd. 4th spot goes to the Holmes 24, and Whipple rounds out the top 5.
I don't think it ever gets old for you, though, man. You guys have a blast with these cars.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun, and I've done it for a lot of years. Car used to be red. It's raced here a lot of times.
Yeah, I remember when you had the red race car. It kind of changed up the paint scheme a little bit this year.
My grandson's got autism. That's him, and the car's done in autism.
Frank Blanchard behind the wheel of the Vasello car. You pick up a checkered flag for your division here as well. Did you have fun out there tonight?
Oh, I had a ton of fun. The car belongs to Paul Vasillo. He's a strong memorial with a very sick little girl. Half this club went through a lot to make this happen. So,
anybody you want to thank tonight?
The whole club.
So we'll look for the green as they come down here through turns 3 and 4. 10 laps for the Mid-State Vintage Modifieds as we go green. And it's Harshu with the 62 that leads them into turns 1 and 2, but on the outside, the 1 of Rich Appleby will have the lead. Here comes the Sharzuk number 99, and he's going to thread the needle. Oh, nice move going into turn number 3. Side-by-side race for the lead between the 1 and the 99. For those of you that remember back in the day, this could be Jarzambek versus Malzahn. Down to complete lap number 1, and the Charzuk 99 has the lead. Backing it down off of turn number 4. Here comes your winner. Charzuk with the 99 comes under the double checkers. Hellemeyer finishes 2nd. 3rd spot goes to Harshu. Looks like John Appleby 4th, and the 98 of Hyatt rounds out your top 5.
Well, the cars might be a little on the older side, but I prefer to call them seasoned.
Yeah, it's nice to see him come back out instead of just getting put out to pasture and the weeds and stuff. It's an 85 chassis with a 71 Gremlin body. It was moving pretty good tonight.
Yeah, you were just kind of on cruise control there on the outside, just having fun with it, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Lots of bite. The track's just unbelievable. And just paying attention to the starters, telling me how much I got. So, this way I don't pull a stupid bonehead move and spin out all by myself. So it's good that he helps you out like that.
Green flag in the air for the Klein Steel Retail Pure Stocks. And up into turn number 1, Gingrich will have the early advantage over LeVere. Drave side by side with Big Mike Medullo's number 52 as they work off turn number 2. And here comes Steinruck with the 02 into the mix as well. Trying to get a little two-bagger action. They're 3 wide back there into turn 3 as Mark runs the very outside to go by LeVere and Steinruck. And now Big Mike taking a cue as well. They're 3 wide, 4 wide for a moment coming off turn 4. Ready for the checkers to wave when they come down off corner number 4. Oh, look out! Big Mike has some contact courtesy of Drave, and Mark Medudalo slips past to get the win in the final 50 yards.
You probably thought you were racing for 3rd until you looked in front of you and you're like, oh.
Yeah, I guess you never know what's going to happen because the same thing happened to him just a few weeks ago. Or actually to me. And then he got the win. So, hey, we'll take it how we can get it, right? It's a win.
All right. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Well, definitely my dad. I guess Donnie Drave too.
Ready to go green as they come down off turn number 4. And again, this is the Community Car Care of Waterloo, New Legend Sportsman Division. Proud to welcome them on board as a sponsor for the New Legend Sportsman this year as they head into turns 3 and 4. And it looks like it's going to be Barnes taking over the top spot as we complete lap number 2. So Don Barnes in the 0 car moves into the race lead.
As they come down through turns 3 and 4 to come to the checkered flag, and Hicksonball out of shape, loses a bunch of spots as we come to the checkers. Barnes gets the win, Myers second, DeBailey third. Northrup sneaks in ahead of Hicksonball for the number 4 spot. How many times behind the wheel of a Sportsman?
That's my second time.
Second time you wind up in victory lane. Nice job.
Yeah, I really like it. It's different than the pro stocks. These cars lay over a lot more, but they're a lot easier to drive.